Good afternoon, everyone. We are live from Gladiators Media Day here at Gas South Arena. This is day one of two media days. As I'm Guy Carenza, joined alongside Ethan Scardina. We're going to be doing some player interviews for you guys today. Get to know the Glads here on a media day player interview session. So, going to be having some fun. So, every 10 minutes or so, you'll see a new player. We're starting out with Ethan. Ethan, we talked to you a little bit before on the player signing show. So, welcome back to the YouTube channel. But welcome to Atlanta. This is your first time here after graduating from Bowling Green. So first year of pro hockey. How you feeling so far?
Oh, it's been great. Feel awesome. Love the sun down here. Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, the weather's been pretty nice. I don't know if we got any rain since you've been here, because you guys
No.
have been here. It's about Sunday or Monday of last week.
Yeah, like no, like Thursday last week.
Thursday?
I got in. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was maybe one day of rain.
Yeah,
Rest of it
yeah,
just
that's
fine.
nice. When I first got here, it seemed like it rained every single day. So go figure it clears up for you guys, which is
Yeah.
nice. And hockey season's right around the corner.
Yeah.
So very much looking forward to that. In fact, you guys are playing Utah on Saturday and Sunday. We'll get to that in a second. But first week of camp is in the books. For you, how do you feel? And what impressed you the most through week one?
Feel really good. Obviously nice to get to know the guys, get to know kind of the pace of play. That's kind of what I saw right off the bat was the pace of play, just moving really fast, making plays quickly. But adjusting well and yeah, really enjoying it. So.
Yeah, training camp has been pretty cool so far, especially for me to watch. You guys played that intra-squad scrimmage game on Saturday. Thank you to everybody who came out and saw that. It was a great time. What were your impressions from that game, and how do you feel coming out of it?
Fast. Yeah. Obviously moving the puck really fast. Back and forth a lot. Goalies are really good. That's always nice. It's unfortunate we didn't really score many goals. That was very unfortunate, but they'll come and with time and but yeah, just the overall play just being really fast. So.
And you were playing with Cody Sylvester and Mike McNamee that day, and you've been with them for a little while here in training camp. What's it been like playing with those two, especially some veteran guys in hockey?
It's been great. Obviously learning a lot from them. They think the game at such a high level and just trying to stay, with their pace and just learning a lot from them. So it's been great.
Yeah, and you've been able to use your speed as well. Was it as fast as you imagined it would be, transitioning from the college game to pro hockey, or a little bit different? What are your impressions on that so far?
It's more just like making plays quicker. There's little less time and space. Just making plays, just knowing where guys are at all times, and figuring out kind of where to put the puck, where to go, and use my head, and so that's kind of been the biggest difference.
And when you get to the shootout there on Saturday, what are you thinking? Have you been a shootout guy in the past that you've had your name called on, or
no?
So you think that's going to happen more often this year? What's your what are you thinking when it comes to a shootout?
I don't know. To be honest, I have no game plan. I've been working on it after practice, this past week, and feeling better with it. But it's more just kind of trying to move the goalie in a different way, and then obviously get the puck around him. So, got lucky there, but we never know. So,
I mean, you never want to reveal too much, but I mean, in a shootout, are you usually trying to go a little bit quicker and maybe just whip off a quick shot there, or maybe thinking to take it slow and try and go for a dangle?
I try and change kind of the pace I go. I like to go in kind of slow and then speed up, just to kind of get the goalie off of his angle and stuff like that, which opens up more net for me. So.
And when you think about, I mean, this team and this group of guys, what's it been like bonding with them on and off the ice?
It's been great. It's been really easy. They brought me in with open arms, and especially the older guys have helped me a lot. And we have a big kind of group of younger guys that kind of like rookies, and my roommate's a rookie as well. So it's been nice kind of getting into it. So
for those of you who are just joining us, I'm joined by Ethan Scardina. This is day one of Media Day here from Gas South Arena. We're going to be doing a live stream for the next 2 hours, having player interviews every 10 minutes. You guys got to go go-karting on Wednesday down at Atlanta Motorsports. What was that like? How much fun was that?
Oh, it was awesome. The first couple laps was a bit scary. I've only done it once in my life, but as you kind of get a hang of it, it felt like I was kind of an F1 driver, honestly.
Yeah?
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, how'd you finish?
I finished fourth.
Fourth? That's not bad.
Yeah.
But I saw some guys spinning out down there.
The carts are all different. So it was kind of, I got not a great cart.
All right. Yep. Yeah. I mean,
I'm gonna
let's
blame the
go with
car.
the cart. Yeah.
I'm gonna blame it.
Definitely the
I'm
cart.
gonna blame it.
Utah Grizzlies are coming to town this weekend. It's going to be the home opener, the season opener. You've been in this facility before, you've been in this arena before, but how excited are you to see it filled with fans and play in front of a crowd on a night like that?
Very excited. You know, I've been kind of thinking about it all summer, and it's finally here, and really excited for the opportunity to go out there and wear a jersey and show our fans what we got. So
You seen those specialty jerseys, the Gladiator one? What are your thoughts on those?
love them.
Those are really cool.
Yeah, all three of them are great.
Gladiator themed, Gladiator inspired. Have you seen the movie Gladiator? The 2 Gladiator movies?
Yeah, I have.
What are your thoughts on those?
Very good. First one was unbelievable.
I haven't seen it. What is your favorite movie?
Interstellar.
Interstellar?
Pretty easy pick.
Big film guy?
Yeah.
When it comes to like picking a film, like let's say, after practice or, maybe after a long day, you choose to watch a movie. What kind of genre are you picking?
Comedy is usually my go-to. If I want to get dialed into something, more like a Christopher Nolan kind of movie. Interstellar, Inception, kind of those two. Yeah.
When you think of like the Mount Rushmore of film directors, who's going on there? Who's on Ethan Scardina's Mount Rushmore of directors?
I would say Christopher Nolan's one. I don't really know many like names for whatever directors. But
Okay, let's go movies then.
Yeah,
Let's go
yeah,
movies
let's go
then.
movies. I would say Interstellar, Dark Knight Rises, Inception. What's like a good 5 here? There's so many. I don't really know. Let's throw in some like Step Brothers.
Okay, yeah, that's a good
Step
one.
Brothers,
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, you big like Batman fan? You listed 2 Batman movies there.
Yeah. Well, obviously, those are 2 of my favorite probably movies. So
Were you into like comics growing up?
No, I
No?
I could watch those. I think I've seen both of those probably over 10 times. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you see them in theaters when they first came out?
Yeah.
I think I have seen one of them, but not all of them. I need to get those on my list. But little side tangent there, but it's fun. Get to know you a little bit.
Yeah.
Again, so the Grizzlies are going to be here, but you're still in the second week of training camp. So how much are you preparing just as a group for Utah, and how much scouting do you guys do when it comes to preparing for a matchup like this? I mean, how much can you do at the start of the season? Utah did play 2 preseason games last weekend. You guys did not play any preseason games. So what kind of goes into that, the game plan there, and what does that look like for you guys?
Obviously there's, some scouting or pre-scouting, but like you said, they haven't played. We haven't played. They played preseason games, but preseason games are much different than regular season games. I think it's just focusing on what we can do. Making sure our systems are to a T and special teams are to a T, and yeah, we can really only focus on ourselves right now.
Do you feel like there's an advantage to not playing a preseason game? I mean, not to tip your hat one way or the other, just kind of element of surprise on opening night for Utah, or does it not really matter at all?
Yeah, I don't know. It might give us kind of more time to, like you said, work on our kind of team and our special teams and our systems. Whereas we don't have to get ready for a game or whatever. We get kind of a full week and a half to kind of get ready as a team. So yeah,
and
I don't really know.
What's it been like working with Coach Ginn? Kind of take me through that process of, when he first reached out to you to sign here in Atlanta, and what's it been like working with him through training camp?
It's been great. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy kind of how he operates day to day. Starting to get to know him a little bit more, and how he reacts as a coach, how he coaches. It's getting to know it. Obviously, it's only kind of a weekend, but we'll kind of see after the game. But yeah, been really enjoying it. So.
Well, Ethan, I appreciate you taking the time here to join me today. Enjoy the rest of Media Day. Got some fun stuff in store for you guys, and fun stuff coming up on our social media as well. So appreciate you.
Awesome. Thanks, Guy.
Thank you. That was Ethan Scardina. We got another player coming up on deck here in a second. But for those of you who are just joining us, we are live from Gas South Arena for Media Day. And because we are live, we do have the live chat. So if you do have a question for the Gladiator coming on in, make sure you drop that in the live chat as we get to know our squad this year. And here's a guy that we didn't talk to before. We've got Ethan Hyder here. So you came down from Milwaukee earlier in the week, but you actually spent some time in Nashville. So tell me about that.
It's awesome. Like getting to skate with some of the best players in the league, like Yossi, Stamkos, Forsberg, Saros, all those guys. It's a lot of fun kind of seeing where you're at, and especially like for my second camp, seeing how I've progressed a little bit and all that jazz. Like it was a lot of fun, and it was super good just kind of getting back into things, building the confidence going into the season.
Yeah, and how much confidence does that give you to be amongst guys like that, like NHL superstars? For you to be in that category, I mean, that has to feel good.
It's good, yeah, and, like, when you get to make a big save on one of those guys, it feels good, or even just, like, being and sharing a net with Saros and just seeing how he works and how he operates on a day-to-day basis and trying to take and pick little pieces to add into my own game or just how I approach things off the ice as well. It helps out a lot, and, like, I think just going into this year, just taking those little things that I've learned and trying to apply them into my own game, I think it's gonna help out a lot in the growth aspect and just hopefully have another, good season.
What do you think were some of the biggest things you learned from your time in Nashville?
Just being a pro. I mean, like last year, it was a lot of growth adjusting from the college game. But again, when you're around those guys, when the top of the top, and just again seeing how they operate on a day to day basis and kind of how they carry themselves, it's good as a young guy to see that and just kind of know like, okay, this is what it takes because obviously it's a ruthless business at times, and just seeing kind of the swagger they have, how they approach each day, each drill, even like there's no reps off or anything like that. It's always go, go, go. And you can't take your foot off the gas, especially at that level.
And you go from Nashville, and then you go to Admirals Camp in Milwaukee. How was that? And how was it different from what they do up in Nashville?
It's a little bit different. I mean, we kind of get a little bit more into normal practices once we get into Milwaukee, just because like almost all the Milwaukee guys are there for 2 weeks, so we kind of start getting more into the system stuff, which is nice, and you're not getting killed every single day. It's still hard work, but it's a little bit of a step back, but it was good. And just again, we have a lot of great young guys in Milwaukee this year too, so a lot of skill, a lot of depth. So it's always fun being out there with those guys, and it's a little bit easier to feel more comfortable in the room. It doesn't feel like you got to hide as much because you kind of a little bit more at like a peer level with them.
Well, it probably helps you had a couple of your teammates here in Atlanta with you up there in Milwaukee for a little bit as well. But one of them in particular, TJ Septenfelter, he was with you in Nashville as well. You guys have both found yourselves here in Atlanta as the starting tandem here for opening weekend. What's your relationship like with him, and how excited are you to be working with him this season as a part of that goaltending tandem?
It's great. I think, like last year, I had a great partner in Drew Ritter here, and it was nice. I was like that big brother, little brother. He took me under his wing, showed me the ropes. He was a second-year guy. So for me, it's kind of now like the role reversal of that, like kind of helping TJ out, getting him accustomed to the pro game coming from college and all that stuff. And it's been great so far. He's a great kid, works his butt off every single day. So I'm really excited to see what we have. And I think for the guys in the room, it's always nice knowing, like, regardless of who's in the net, like you have two guys that can give you a chance to win each night and can get a job done. So I think it's going to be great for us this year. We're going to push each other to be better, and it's that good, healthy competition, but it's going to make the team better because they know like they're going to get the best of us each night.
And talking about last year, moving to this year, obviously been a busy summer for everybody. But where do you feel like your biggest area of growth is coming into this season? Where do you feel like you've most improved from last year to this year?
I think just the mental side of things, like obviously, like again, like I've said before, like the jump from college to pro is a big one, especially for a goalie. There's so many different things and adjustments you have to make. And I think for me now, it's just like taking what I learned from last year and working on some of those things in the summer. It's like I just feel a lot more comfortable, even just like how I felt in camp, whether it was Nashville, Milwaukee here compared to last year in camp. Like I feel so much calmer, smoother. It's almost like the game slows down a little bit more. You feel more comfortable. You're not panicking as much. You're able to make your reads and everything. So I think for me, it was just, building that confidence, building that foundation. And now like just putting all those pieces together, going to the opening weekend here, wanting to have another good start and just, having another like a good season here and all that stuff. So.
And thinking back to last year, obviously as a team, not the result that you wanted, but for you personally, how do you feel like year one went for you at the pro level?
It was a good start. I think, I had a little bit of a tough end there with, having an injury and then coming back. It's always tough, trying to catch that moving train again. And it felt like maybe trying to rush it back a little bit. But I think felt like I had a really good start, was playing well, was able to get a nice win streak going, middle of the season. And, I think there was a lot of growth in my game and, was able to get a lot of good feedback from staff, from all the organization and stuff. So, just trying to build on a lot of those positives. And then just, for me, I think it's just going to be that consistency throughout the whole year. Obviously, staying healthy is going to be a big one too, because like I said, it's really hard, especially mid-season, to come back from an injury. It's such a hard, thing where you're out for so long, especially as a goalie trying to catch back up to that game pace, because it's so hard to replicate things in practice that you see in a game. So once you kind of get out of that rhythm, it's really hard to get back into it. So for me, just taking that extra care of my body each and every single day, and making sure I'm able to stay in the lineup consistently, and not have to take that time off unnecessarily.
Well, I know everybody in the building is happy to have you back here in Atlanta this year. For those of you just joining us, Ethan Hyder joins us here on Media Day from Gas South Arena. You had 4 shutouts last year, and that was a lot, and you were towards the top of the league leaderboard in that category, which is impressive as a rookie. So how do you feel like that is something you can build upon this year?
It's a good confidence booster. I think just knowing what I was able to do as a first year was great. But I look at it, too, like shutouts. It's a team thing. Like those games, the team played great as well, and it's a team category in my opinion. There's only so much as a goalie that you can do. I mean, there's a little bit of luck involved. Obviously, you got to make the saves you're supposed to, make a couple you're not. But the team played great in front. But I think just from the mentality standpoint of it, like, if I was able to do that as a first year, it's good kind of going into this year. You don't want to look too much into it and compare, because again, like every game is so different, every season is so different. But it is nice kind of having that little bit of a feather in your cap, knowing like, was able to have success as a first year. Now as a guy more comfortable in the league and more comfortable with the pro game, being able to replicate that a little bit more and knowing like I can do that and I can build off that and make grow it.
And describe your relationship with Coach Ginn. He was your assistant coach last year. Now he's your head coach, but he's also a former goalie himself. So what's your relationship like with him? Is there a point in time where he pulls you aside and say, hey, like maybe this is something you can work on as a goaltender himself?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think like last year especially, it was great. Like had a great relationship with him. And like when we do like our little goalie skates for practice, he's given me his pointers on if he sees anything, glaring or anything like that. But he's awesome. And I think the guys are really going to rally around him this year. He's a great coach. And I think he's going to bring a lot of fresh air for us this year. And we're all really excited. We're all super pumped to play behind him, and really try to have that first full year of a head coach for him in this league. Is we're really pumped for him, and I think he's going to be a really good leader for us.
I'm looking forward to it. I know the fans are pumped up in the live chat as well. I actually got a question for you. Anything that you missed about being in Atlanta, and what are you excited to get back to this year besides hockey?
The weather. I think it was a big adjustment. Like last year coming, in February, you come to the rink and you can still be in your flip-flops and your shorts and everything. I'm not used to that in Minnesota or when I was up in upstate New York for college. So I missed the weather a lot. That was a lot of fun and a lot of good food around here too. So yeah, my wife and I are super excited to be back here. We love the area and, we really enjoy being down here.
And that's the same thing Ethan Scardina said about 5 minutes ago. So everybody seems to love the weather down here, although you guys didn't get to experience the 2 months of rain that we had before you guys came. So lucky you guys. I didn't get that nice of a welcome from the weather when I arrived here. But it's been a fun summer. Everybody's excited for hockey to come back here for the start of the season. But what has the summer been like for you? What have you been doing away from the game, kind of just personally? Any hobbies, any big things happening?
Classic golfing.
Golfing?
Really enjoy golfing. I got married this summer to my wife, so it was an exciting thing.
Congratulations.
It was stressful, but it was a lot of fun. It was a great day, and just hanging out with the family a little bit. Obviously, you're away from home for so long during the season. It's nice to be around everyone for a few months. So, being at the lake with them or golfing, just stuff like that. Just trying to have dinners and stuff. So it was a nice, very relaxed summer when we weren't planning everything out for that wedding. So it was good.
Oh, it sounds like a good time, and congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm sure it's been an awesome time there, and got an awesome time coming up this weekend. Grizzlies are coming to town. What does that look like for you as far as preparing for that, an opponent that you normally don't see, and especially at the start of the year? I mean, there's not a lot of game tape to go off of, so how does that work from a goaltender's perspective?
I think for me, like I'll probably go back and watch maybe a couple of their games from last year to just get a feel for what the kind of systems they're on. Obviously, they probably have made some changes from last year, obviously different personnel changes, but just to kind of get an idea of what to expect. And obviously, Ginner and Vinny will have that stuff too to help the team prepare. But for me, it's just like in practice, trying to replicate. Again, it's hard to do that in practice from a goalie's perspective, but just replicate as much as you can of, how you're going to play things in the game, in drills, really ramp up that intensity. And again, just, taking care of your body, eating right, sleeping right, hydrating, doing the little things to get yourself to feel, as good as you possibly can. And then hopefully get, a good result that day one.
And how did you feel coming out of the intra-squad game? I mean, played very well. I mean, no goals given up there. So how do you feel on heading into the first game this year?
Good. It's always nice when you kind of get that game action in there, because again, like it's so hard to replicate in practice. So when you get to see that kind of stuff, the traffic, the rush plays and everything, it's like to have a good performance was a nice little, confidence booster going into this first weekend here.
Well, Ethan, I'm very much looking forward to seeing you on the ice this weekend. Thank you so much for joining me, and enjoy the rest of Media Day. I know they got a lot of fun stuff out there planned for you.
Yeah, I'm excited for the crumble cookies, so that'll
Yeah,
be
the
good.
crumble cookies are good. I can vouch for that myself. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
We are live here on Media Day from Gas South Arena. I'm Guy Carenza. That was Ethan Hyder. Just came down from Milwaukee, was reassigned to the Gladiators from the Admirals. He will be the one member of the goaltending tandem heading into opening night, as TJ Semptemfelter is another. Coming up next here on the show, we are going to be joined by Riley Appelt. Come on, yeah, get in here. Hop on. We're ready. We're just doing rapid fire here. 10 minutes.
Jump right in.
Jump right in. All right. Well, we've jumped right into training camp, regular season right around the corner, about 4 days away. What are your impressions so far here from the start of training camp?
Yeah, it's been great to step in, and obviously a change of pace coming from college and playing hockey in the summer. But I've really enjoyed it. A bunch of great guys on the team, welcoming, makes it much easier to come in and play. And obviously gearing up for our first game this Saturday, which is exciting in itself. So super fired up to get going.
Yeah, how pumped are you, man? This is your first pro experience. Just came out of college. What are you looking forward to the most when you hit the ice on Saturday?
Yeah, I think just the game in itself, just to step out there, play your first shift, get your toes wet, and then go from there. It's another hockey game, but it's my first pro hockey game, so really looking forward to that, and just to get out there in front of the fans. I know we're doing a lot of stuff interacting with the fans, which has been great, but it's nice for them to get to see the product on the ice.
Yeah, and I guess stepping away off the ice, what's it been like off the ice, bonding with this team and getting to know the guys in the locker room?
Yeah, it's been pretty nice. I mean, the setup is pretty great. We're all in, for the most part, all in the same complex, with some guys at a different one on the river there. But we've been able to get together, sit by the pool. I get to come to the rink in shorts and sandals every day, so it's been pretty great to enjoy the weather. Back home, it's already snowing, so little different. So it's been super nice to just hang out with the guys, get to know them, and do some stuff around town here.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned the weather. It seems like the previous two guys also had something to say about that. So how are you enjoying the weather?
Yeah, it's great. It's new for me, for sure. So just waking up, and it's the last couple of days here has been sunny, no clouds. Pretty nice to roll up to a rink. Body feels good. I know back home when it gets midwinter, body takes a little bit longer to get calibrated and going in the morning. So it's been nice waking up, sun shining, drive to the rinks, nice, beautiful out. No complaints, that's for sure.
So I think it's safe to say you're enjoying Atlanta so far?
Yeah, it's been really good. Weather is huge. Everything's been good. Super professional. Been taken care of with meals, and our boosters have been great. So makes it easy to just go out and play hockey when everyone's taking care of us.
You gotten to go out and explore a little bit?
Little bit.
Yeah.
Got to play some golf, which was nice. Just kind of went to a movie. My dad was here for a little bit. We went to a movie, so we checked out the AMC, which don't have in Canada. So
wow.
we checked out. I think it was Sugarloaf or Sugar Hills, the mall right there. So we went and watched a movie. But yeah, just been trying to go out, try some new places to eat. So it's all been good.
What surprised you the most about this place compared to your hometown?
Traffic. For sure.
The traffic. I mean, it depends on what time you go out. It depends on what direction you're going. But yeah, it's best to try and avoid any major highways if you can.
Yeah, so thankfully, like, it's only 15-20 for us to get to the rink, but you hop on that highway at any given time for sure around rush hour. It's a little shocking, to see it 7 lanes wide and gridlock there. But for the most part, everyone drives pretty good. Everyone drives pretty fast, and everyone gets where they're going still. But yeah, it was definitely a shock. I mean, there's a lot of people around here, so it makes sense.
For those of you who are just joining us, we are live from Media Day here at Gas South Arena. I'm joined by Riley Appelt. Your first professional season, training camp, 1 week in the books. Take me through the intra-squad game on Saturday. How did you feel coming through that, especially maybe a little bit of a change of pace there from maybe the college game that you came from to the pro style here?
Yeah, I think for everyone, like, practicing all week, it was high intensity practice, but then you get into a game, all guys competing for their respective spots on the team. So it was high pace. The first 25, think everyone was feeling it in their legs a little bit. But then once we had the second half kind of settled in and there was a little bit more rhythm, not as scrambly, but it was good to get out there and actually finally be able to play and compete against your teammates out there. And Team Blue ended up winning in the 3-on-3 there, which was nice, but good performance by the goalies. That's for sure.
Yeah, I was about to ask you about that. I mean, for you as a forward, what's it like when you go through that and only one goal is scored and it's 3-on-3? I mean, do you think a little bit differently? Do you think it's more of the goalies, or do you think it's? I mean, what's going through your mind there?
Yeah, I think as a forward, you always want to create offense and score goals. But I mean, that being said, it was our first game all together, so everyone's kind of feeling each other out still, and we do have good goalies, so they're trying their best to keep the puck out of the net. So we ended up getting one on the 3-on-3, which is, you're going to be a lot more goal scoring with 3-on-3. So it was good. It was regardless, it was good to play everyone, and it was good in our squad game.
And one thing that stood out to me in that game was the speed. There was a lot of speed being used. Did it feel that way to you? And how were you able to adapt to that?
Yeah, I think you can't really take any shifts off. There's lots of guys out here who can skate and get around the ice. So you just always got to try and do that yourself and match that pace, and don't take any shifts off.
I like the mustache right now. Like we're kind of twinning here. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, yeah, dude. We're going into Movember here, but I figured why not start it early, man. Maybe I'll rock it all season long. We'll see. What are you thinking there?
I'm gonna rock it all season.
Oh, you're there. Hell yeah, there we go.
Been rocking it for about 5 years, so keeping the lip warm. So.
That's awesome, man. Is it kind of, what would you say is like the staple of your game?
I think I'm a hard-nosed player, so I play better when I'm physically engaged, finishing my checks, playing responsibly in my D zone, and then creating offense in the O zone by working hard, getting to the net. So that's my game. I don't really take too many shortcuts and try and use my big body, get in front of the net, and be a physical presence out there.
So we get to Saturday, first shift rolls out, you hit the ice. What are you thinking right now, and what are you looking for just on your first shift to kind of get you going and just get into the rhythm of things? Maybe it's maybe it's a hit, maybe something else. What are you trying to aim for there on your first shift to just kind of ease into a sense of comfort?
Yeah, I think like most games, you always want to get engaged for a shift, get a feel for the game. So I always like to try and get a bump here and there, maybe 2 hits. One hit is great, a shot on net, anything just to kind of get yourself engaged in the game. You can settle down and then go from there. So I'm a physical player, so I like to get a bump. I'm in the game and get going from there.
I'm looking forward to seeing you on the ice this Saturday, this weekend. It's been a long summer, so I know a lot of fans are very, very happy to see you guys hit the ice this weekend. Did you see those specialty jerseys?
I did.
What do you think?
I think they're unreal.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
For those of you who haven't checked those out, go take a look at our social media. But those jerseys will be up for auction on Saturday night. So make sure you put in a bid. Make sure you get one of those special Gladiator jerseys. And you guys are going to wear those again on Sunday. And then the winners of those bids will get those jerseys. So this season, this team's looking to improve. Last year, not the best year. Obviously, you weren't here. But to be a part of a group like this, where it seems like vibes are very high, everybody's super positive right now. What are you guys looking to achieve throughout the first 4 games here? What are you guys looking to do?
I think of just bringing that energy, practices, games. It makes it easier to play when guys are high energy and supportive of each other. So, of course, things aren't always going to go our way right off the bat, or maybe it's 2 weeks down the road. But I think if we can show up with that mentality of kind of coming together, everyone brings the best out of each other. We show that in games by, being there for each other and just bringing that energy on the ice, which I think is huge because everyone can control energy. So keeping that high, obviously it's super high with going into the first game, but if we can maintain that, build from there, build good habits and go from there, I think it'll help us.
We're number 23 this year with the Glads. Was that something that you picked, or did they just give that to you? Is there any significance there?
Not a whole lot of significance. I wore it in junior, and then I was 24, then 23 halfway through junior, and then I got 23 in university when I played my last 2 years, and I liked the number. I think it looks pretty clean. So
Yeah, I think it does too. I think
Yeah.
it looks real good on that Gladiator specialty jersey. So
it does.
fans, make sure you check that out. Make sure you're here on Saturday night. Riley, thank you for joining me here today.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of Media Day. I know they got some crumble cookies out there for you. If you want to do that as well, proud sponsor Crumble Cookie. And yeah, a lot of good stuff. So thank you.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Guy.
Thank you.
Okay.
That was Riley Appel here on Media Day. We've got guys coming in and out of here for player interviews lasting about 10 minutes. So make sure you stick around all afternoon long. I know some of you guys are at work, all right? You got jobs, you got things to do, but listen, stick in like an AirPod, like an earbud or something. Just tell your boss, hey, I'm multitasking, because we got a lot of good stuff coming up on here on Media Day. So don't go anywhere, but make sure that you get your tickets for opening night if you have not got those already. AtlantaGladiators.com. Opening weekend 4 days away. So tell your friends, tell your ma, your pa, your brother, his uncle, his sister, everybody. Get them all out to Gas South Arena this weekend, because you don't want to miss opening night, and you don't want to miss seeing this guy. We've got TJ Semptimphelter here with me. TJ, welcome to the Gladiators, man. Got a big smile on your face. You look happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you for welcoming me. Excited to be here. First time in Georgia, so it's been a lot of fun getting to know the area, getting to know the kind of the culture down here, and really excited to get the season going.
And it's been a bit of a journey here for you over the last month or so. You start out in Nashville at Predators camp, then you go to Milwaukee Admirals camp, and you get reassigned here. So let's take it from the top. How was Nashville?
Yeah, so I was actually really fortunate to be able to train out there this summer. Thank you to their staff for kind of making that work and allowing me to kind of be there and train with all the NHL guys, the NHL staff. So I'm fortunate I have some family out there. So that really helped eliminate the obstacle of housing and not having a vehicle. So they helped me out a ton. And that was just great getting that experience. Obviously, it's my first year pro, so I knew there was going to be an adjustment there. And one of my big goals coming in was just make sure that I can adapt as quickly as possible to, the altered schedule and kind of the intensity of pro hockey. So it was great to be out there, and then obviously getting to, have guys like Forsberg and Stamkos and O'Reilly, and the list goes on. Getting to watch Saros and Annunen, those are guys that you look up to as a kid, and getting to see them in person and just kind of see the habits that they have. It's been huge for my learning curve and development, and I'm grateful for that opportunity.
I mean, that's kind of very similar to what Ethan Heider said, just to be on the same ice as those guys. And that's got to feel good for you. I mean, first year pro, you're hanging out with all these guys in training camp. I mean, you got to be feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is, you just realize you're right there, right? And that's what's so great about, obviously, this organization, having guys like myself at Nashville camp, and then getting to experience Milwaukee camp as well, and then coming here. It's like you bring that experience along with you, kind of all those things that you learn along the way. You bring that into the year, and yeah, I'm really excited to hit the ground running and get going.
So you go to Milwaukee. What was that like there, and how did it differ from what you experienced in Nashville?
Yeah, I think the experience in Milwaukee was awesome as well, because I'd only been there once before, and it was just kind of like a layover flight. So it was really neat to walk around, see the river there, and see kind of downtown Milwaukee for the first time. So I really enjoyed that. It was different because I'd say, you go down there and then you're excited to bring everything that you learned from Nashville camp there. And obviously there's a whole nother learning curve when you get there as well. You get to meet different players, some guys that are on tryouts from different leagues. And so that was exciting, and getting to meet a more, new crop of guys, and getting to know some guys that I ended up, being down here with as well. So it's been awesome. It's been great for my learning, for my development. And, obviously it's been a lot of ice time, which is great, I think, and just really excited to get games going.
And all the while, throughout the whole process, Ethan Heider is there with you. So you guys go from Nashville to Milwaukee, now here to Atlanta. What's your relationship been like with him, and how excited are you to be a part of the tandem with him this year?
Yeah, it's been great. And so what's actually funny about our relationship, so we also played college, not together, but we got to play against each other a couple times. And even kind of after that, then at development camp, we got to know each other a little bit. And, typically the college guys end up kind of accumulating and hanging out with each other. So it's been great to have a guy like that that's been through it. Obviously, this is his second year pro, and, getting to just kind of listen to him and his experiences and kind of understand what's ahead. It's been awesome. And I think the biggest thing is, when it's a long season, it's going to be really important that we're both going. And, if one guy's struggling, the other can pick him up. And I think it's really important to have a great kind of relationship as well, because, the only other person on the team that kind of gets what's going on is your tandem partner. So it's really important to just continue to build that relationship and continue to push each other to make each other better.
Oh, it's interesting that you bring up playing against each other in college. It seems like there's a big spider web when it comes to all that. When it gets to transitioning from college to pro, you see guys crop up that you saw before. You know who owns the head-to-head between you two in those matchups? Little bragging rights there.
Yeah, I think so. He actually did get us when we went to Clarkson. So it was good to go into that barn, and I'll tell you, that's a fun rink to play in. So I remember that noise machine going off, and it's exciting. But yeah, he holds the college bragging rights there. So excited to show the development since then. So
yeah, it's all in good fun. And you had a really good year last year at the University of North Dakota. Tell me about it.
Yeah, last year at North Dakota was just a dream come true getting to play there. I mean, if you would have told me as a young kid growing up that I get to play at the Ralph Arena, I would probably say you're lying, but it was awesome to get that opportunity. Coach Barry, Coach Jackson, Coach Simpson, Coach Gehring gave me an awesome opportunity to go there and be the guy. And, I didn't want to let those guys down. And they always have such a great program. There's a reason why they're a top team in the country year in and year out, and getting to experience that. And then, having all those resources at your fingertips are unbelievable. So my biggest thing was just making sure I leaned into it and got as much out of it as possible, but also, provide as much value for them as possible. So I thought it was a great relationship, and, it's Sioux for life. So.
Well, we're happy to have you here in Atlanta. For those of you who are just joining us, I'm joined by TJ Semptimphelter. For the record, you want to say your name on stream so everybody come game time on Saturday knows how to pronounce it.
Yeah, Semptimphelter.
There we go.
It looks a lot more intimidating than it really is. So
a lot of guys' names are like that. I think mine is one of them, my last name. So definitely feel you there. But when it comes to being here in Atlanta, what has surprised you the most? What have you liked away from the ice? Just getting to know the city, the town, the fans, the people.
Yeah, I think one thing I brought up was just the sweet tea. One of my teammates, he was like, "You got to try this. Have you had sweet tea before?" And I can't remember where he got it from, but he just handed me a cup of sweet tea, and I was like, "This is unbelievable." So I'm excited to hopefully try some more and just get around Atlanta. I mean, I'd love to see a Falcons game. It'd be awesome to see the Bulldogs play, and the more things I can accomplish and check off that list would be amazing. So just excited to kind of make myself at home and get to know the culture down here, get to know kind of the different sports teams, and try to be I don't know, are they called Georgians or what's like somebody?
I'm not from around here. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, but anyway,
we'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Oh yeah, dude, it's gonna be fun though. I'm looking forward to Saturday, and it's been a long week in training camp. I mean, it's been a whirlwind for you. I mean, you get here Monday, Tuesday, and then right into the thick of it. What's it been like for you so far, especially working with Coach Ginn, a former goalie himself? He's your head coach, and how are you feeling heading into the second week of camp?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. Obviously, as a player, you're just, games are the fun part, right? So it's like all this work is kind of leading up to the exciting part of the year when you get to play, a ton of games. So I think it's awesome having Coach Ginn, who was a former goalie himself, just to bounce things off of. And obviously he gets it, right? He played pro and he played at a really high level. So to have somebody like that on the coaching staff that kind of understands our perspective, I think is huge. And then also Coach Vinny as well. Like Coach Vinny was at Merrimack my freshman year. He was obviously there as a senior, a grad student. But anyway, it was awesome to have that relationship and kind of know of him going into it. And he happened to coach with, he happened to coach overseas with a coach that I had played for. So it's just funny. It's a really small world, and having those guys, obviously they're both really excited about the year, and they bring a ton of energy and, a lot of experience in their own right. So I know the guys are really excited to play for them.
There goes that spider web again. We talk about that hockey network. There it is, coming into full effect again.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I'll ask you one more question. The intra-squad game on Saturday. Great day to be a goalie, especially for you, no goals allowed.
Yeah.
So what were your thoughts there from that game, and how does that make you feel heading into opening night?
Yeah, I think, obviously that's a two-way street, right? That means the guys played really well in front of me as well. So they helped me out, I helped them out. So shout out to the guys for battling in front. But yeah, I think that's great. Like just getting to see the fans and the energy in the arena and all the people that showed out. Thank you guys for coming and supporting us. That was kind of my first taste of the Gladiator fan base. So it was awesome just to just to be there and get to kind of do my thing in front of the fans and show them a little taste of kind of what I'm all about. But yeah, it was great. Obviously, first game action for the guys, and I think we're only going to build on that. So it's really good moving into the season to have something like that where you kind of get to feel things out, work out some kinks, and hopefully get running going into the season.
I'm excited, TJ. Thank you for joining me here on Media Day. Go enjoy the rest of what they got planned for you guys. It's a busy day, but it's fun.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
We continue to go through here on Media Day with player interviews. This is day 1 of 2. We'll be back again here tomorrow for the second session. Want to hop in here? Every 10 minutes, we got a new player coming on. And right now, we've got Isaac Walter joining me here today. Isaac, thank you for hopping on.
Oh, thank you for having me.
How's the week been for you so far? Started training camp, intra-squad game on Saturday. What are your thoughts to this point?
Yeah, I've had a great experience so far. It's been good to get to practice with the team and all that. So, yeah, I'm looking forward for the season to begin, start playing games. So it's been great. Yeah.
And for you, how's it been a little bit different going through this training camp compared to what you experienced in college at Vermont?
Yeah, it's obviously a way quicker run-up. Like we're playing this weekend in college, you kind of practice with the team for like a month before you like actually can start playing games. So it's been different. It's been quick, but I think it's been a good experience. We've had good practice so far. We seem like we're ready to start off the season. So yeah, it's great.
In the intra-squad game on Saturday, no goals scored except for the 1 goal 3-on-3, but you had some really good looks from my perspective. A lot of really good chances. How do you feel that game went?
I think it went well. I think, yeah, as you said, like personally, I had a couple of good chances, and I think in general, like we didn't score, but I think our offense still looked good. So I think, yeah, once we start playing, we're definitely going to score.
And how you feeling about playing with the guys that you're on the line with throughout the course of camp, throughout that game? How have you been able to build that chemistry so far?
Yeah, I think so. We obviously practice in lines during practices, so I feel like we've started to build on that. It's obviously going to develop during the season, but so far it feels good. Yeah.
And you're in the South. I mean, I know you're up north in Vermont, but now here in the South, here in Atlanta, what have you enjoyed so far?
Yeah, first most probably the weather.
It's a common answer.
Yeah. I mean, if up in the north now, it's starting to get cold. Here it's still warm, which is really nice. I would say, yeah, that's the number one thing.
You gotten to go out and explore a little bit at all, or?
Not really. We've been quite busy, so I haven't really got to experience like downtown Atlanta or something like that. But I mean, been around the rink and been around Duluth. Yeah, so.
I mean, you're a pretty big guy. I mean, I don't know if anybody can tell right now, kind of sitting down right now, but you're a big guy, but you're also very speedy, as we saw in the intra-squad game. Through training camp right now, what do you feel like is your biggest strength, and how are you able to use that to your advantage?
Yeah, on that, I would definitely say my size and that I also can skate as well as protecting the puck, holding on to the puck. I feel like I've been feeling good so far, especially during the scrimmage game. Felt good. So.
Well, it looks good, and happy to have you here in Atlanta.
Yeah,
I know you spent some time up in Vermont, and we're happy to have you here as well. But you did go to Milwaukee over for Admirals training camp. What was that like for you? What was that experience?
It was a good experience. Yeah, short camp, very intense, and no, it was a good experience to see like how they worked there, and obviously the difference from playing college hockey.
And was the kind of like style of game, maybe the pace a little bit different from what you've experienced here, or has it been about the same?
Yeah, I would say it's like compared to college hockey, I would say like the pace is the puck moves quicker. Every pass is on the tape. So I would say like in that way, the game is quicker, definitely.
And it must have helped to have some of your teammates here up there with you as well, guys like Joey Cipollone, Ryan Conroy. Were you able to bond with them a little bit in Milwaukee as well?
Yeah. So hung out with them a lot during that time. So it was good to get to know them first before I came here. Definitely.
And you guys went go-karting last week on Wednesday. What are your thoughts there? How'd it go for you?
It went well for me, the first 2 runs. So we did 3 runs, and then like the average time, I assume. So like the first 2, I did very well. The third one, my car was just not working. So I didn't get into like the playoff spot, unfortunately, which still is upsetting me, but it's all right.
You have to get back out there again. Maybe try it again.
Yeah, we gotta go back there.
No, I think someone before blamed it on the cart itself. There's some carts were faster than others, so
yeah, and
we'll stick with that here.
yeah, definitely.
No, that's fine. Have you done anything like that before?
Yeah,
that the first time?
I've been go karting before. It was a while ago though, since I did it last time, so it was really fun to do it again.
I mean, outside of hockey, what kind of stuff are you interested in?
Outside of hockey, like I think I mentioned that to you during like the summer interview. Like I
Mhm.
do play chess. I would say that's like my side hobby outside of hockey. And in general, I'm like interested in like fitness and stuff. I would say, but that's kind of hockey related.
I mean, kind of goes hand in hand, but not necessarily. But I mean, back to chess. Would you consider yourself a pro?
In chess?
Yeah. Or
No,
just a hobby?
no. Yeah, a hobby.
Would you consider trying to go pro?
No, not even close. You have to. I started when I was like maybe 18, 19. If you want to
Okay.
go professional in chess, you have to start off way earlier. So
It's only been a couple of years.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
there's no chance
Is that-
on that one.
Is that pretty big in Sweden where you're from? Is chess
No.
and stuff like that? Or is that just something you picked up? How did you pick that up and find out that you liked it?
A guy mentioned it to me that it's a good like it's like doing like Sudoku or something. It's good for your brain. Like that's the reason why I picked it up. And then I enjoyed it and I like got more into it and started improving. So like that's basically how I.
So you like the brain exercises then?
Yeah, exactly. Like I've always played like video games and stuff when I was younger. I don't do that anymore. Like, and yeah, instead of that, I guess I play chess.
Interesting. What games were you playing before?
Ooh, I've played a lot of games. I mean, I used to play like console, so like FIFA, like NHL and stuff like
nice.
that. First person shooters.
That's way cool.
Um,
Do you think that stuff kind of helps? I mean, more so like the brain games to help before a game, maybe calm your nerves before going out there. Is that something that you do?
yeah, when it comes to calming my nerves or trying to be like clear in my mind, I do a lot of meditation. Yeah, like the why I play chess is more for like practicing. I believe my focus, being able to focus for a long duration of time, which is like it's very evident when you play chess. If you don't play well, it's all on you. It's because you're not focusing, and when you do well, yeah, like that's when your focus is on point.
We are joined by Isaac Walter here on Media Day from Gas South Arena. Season's coming up, 4 days away this Saturday. You excited?
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. I want to start playing games.
You get through a long summer, you're ready.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
What are you
to
looking
play.
forward to the most?
Like with playing games? Yeah.
Just when it comes to hitting the ice.
Yeah, no, just get back into it. Like that's what I like put all my effort into the summer to get prepared for the season. So it's been a long wait. I believe I worked hard, and it's just a couple of days away. So it's exciting.
When it comes to the first shift, is there something you're looking to achieve out there? Maybe what does a good first shift look like for you? I mean, obviously you want to score, but
Yeah.
just to get into the rhythm of things.
Yeah, no, like get in the offensive zone, get the puck, like get the pace going. I would say. Yeah, the first shift is always like a bit nervy. Like it's probably not as. It's not like you're gonna get like the chance, like a scoring chance, maybe the first shift, but it's more like getting into it. And once that first shift settles in, like all the nerves are gone, and you're just like in it. I believe.
Who do you think scores the first goal of the season?
I mean, we have a lot of guys that can score. I think. Like I would go for Lou. I think he's been looking great. He's a scorer, so I would go for him.
What's it been like talking to him? I mean, a couple of European guys, you and him.
Yeah.
Does that help you at all?
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to have another European fellow on the team. He's also played in Sweden, so he knows a bit about like the Swedish culture. He's a great guy. Definitely bonded with him.
What do you think is the biggest cultural difference between Sweden and America?
In terms of hockey,
Or just in general?
In general, that's a tough one. I would say people are more like, especially here in the south, people are more friendly. At least where I'm from, like the Stockholm area, people are a bit more hostile. Everyone's friendly, especially like I experienced during the scrimmage with the fan base here. Very nice people, like just seem like they're just happy to watch us, and it feels like I was very welcomed by the people around here, and as well as the fans. So that's one difference I've noticed here so far.
Well, we're super happy to have you, Isaac. Looking forward to this season. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thank you.
Enjoy the rest of Media Day and have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you. Media Day rolls on. Player interviews every 10 minutes here. We're about halfway through. We've had a couple of guys come in here. We had some new guys, returning faces. Got another one coming in here. And, Riley Appelt had a really nice mustache, but I don't know. I like to think that my own's pretty good, but I think this one might take the cake, man. What do you think?
It takes the cake.
It takes the cake.
Nah.
Andrew Jarvis joining the show here, back here in Atlanta. We talked to you a little bit over the summer. You're actually the first player signing show that we did, so it's been a while since we've had you here on the YouTube channel. But a lot has happened since then. Long summer, back into training camp, back into the rhythm. But first and foremost, let's drop a little news bomb here. We're going to do a full release later, but you've been named an alternate captain for the Gladiators here this year. So first off, congratulations. And what is that feeling like for you?
Yeah, thank you. It's really nice. Kind of says a lot. Dedication and leadership. There's a lot of guys in that room that can get letters, that are leaders. So it was really nice to be recognized.
And for you moving forward, what does that look like for you working through with the captain's group, leading this team with the A on your sweater? What kind of goes hand in hand with that?
I think it's just not changing who I am or how I play. So I just need to be the exact same player, exact same person that I was. I think that's why I got recognized. And obviously, I'm appreciative of that. So I just kind of want to continue being who I am.
And we love having you here in Atlanta. Happy to have you back. But as I talked about before, it's been a while since we last spoke here on stream. So what has things looked like for you since then, and how has training camp gone for you?
Training camp's been really good. These guys look really fast, really determined. It's going to be a much better product on the ice this year. We're going to work hard. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward to putting everything kind of together that we've been working on in camp.
It seems like the vibes here are different. I mean, I wasn't here last year, but it seems like coming into this year, there's a lot of optimism. There's a lot of positivity. You can kind of feel it radiating through the building, throughout the fan base. Do you feel that too? And how are you guys able to capitalize on that and build on that? Get off to a good start this season.
Yeah, it is way different. We're way more mature already. Not just because we have older guys, but our younger guys are they're really here to win and prove what they can do. They know that we had a tougher time last year, and nobody wants to go through that again. So we're kind of building on putting together a really good product on the ice this year.
And for those of you who are wondering who the other captains are, we will announce those later. Don't worry about that. But we just wanted to give you a little sneak peek here and congratulate Jarvie here while he's on the show. But again, thinking forward to this year, I mean, 1 week of training camp in the books, and training camp is tough. I don't think people understand how tough training camp really is to get back into the thick of things and get back to game speed. You guys did not play any preseason games, but you did have the intra-squad game. How does that kind of replicate as much to a preseason game as you can, and how does that help you guys moving forward for this weekend against Utah?
Yeah, obviously no exhibition, but the inter squad game, it was fast, it was physical. We were able to get our bumps in, like real game forechecks. It's not just in practice where we kind of know where guys are going, what guys are doing. This is a real game situation, and so that definitely helped us kind of get to where we want to go.
It was a great day to be a goalie on Saturday. Very good day to be a goalie. No goal scored except for the 1 goal scored 3-on-3. But for you as a defenseman, you have to be pretty happy about that as well. So from your perspective, how do you feel things went there for you?
They went well. I played with Les that game, and him and I seemed to work pretty well together, kind of worked off of each other pretty well. So I was really happy with kind of how we played together, and hopefully that's what it's like moving forward too.
And moving through training camp, a lot of it is about getting back into the shape of things and the feel for a game after a long summer off. But it's also about building chemistry. And so how do you feel like you've been able to build that chemistry with Brendan Les and other guys in the locker room?
Yeah, it's a hard thing to do. It's not as easy as you think. You kind of just get out there. Guys are different styles. They skate different. They think differently. So to find somebody who you can really kind of work off of and work with, it's not easy to do. But there's a few guys here that are just smart hockey players. They know where to go, kind of when to move the puck. They know when they want to receive the puck, and that goes a long way, kind of building chemistry.
For those of you who are just joining us, I'm joined by Andrew Jarvis here on Media Day. We've got about a 2-hour stream here, guys coming in every 10 minutes for player interviews, get to know you guys, talk about the season. Mentioned it before, it's been a while since we had you here on our show, but you did get some airtime over on the ABC station, WSB. You and Mike McNamee went out to the studio. What was that like for you?
That was intimidating. That was a really, really cool experience. Obviously, you were there. You saw that
Mhm.
started off, and it wasn't too hot. So thank God we weren't actually live like this. But no, it was really cool to see the studios and the cameras and the mics and the desk and the green screens. I don't know. It was a really cool opportunity.
Well, happy to have you here in Atlanta this year. And how good does it feel to just be back and
Nice.
get back on the ice?
Yeah, it's a long summer. You kind of skate for quite a while, then you're like, all right, I'm ready to get into games because a little bit of shinny hockey, pond hockey, it's
Mhm.
fun for a little bit, but then there comes a time where you're like, all right, I need to play real hockey here. So
Well, you got a tough opponent on the schedule to start things off. Opponent that you're familiar with throughout your time here in the ECHL, the Utah Grizzlies. What are your thoughts on that matchup to start, especially being an opponent that Atlanta typically wouldn't see very often? And how do you prepare for that?
you just got to respect your opponent always, no matter if you've seen them or played against them. Everyone in this league can play, so you have to respect your opponents and control what you can control and hopefully come out on top.
And when it comes to game time on Saturday, first shift, what are you looking for?
Personally,
Mhm.
my first shift, I would like to get a nice stick on puck, break up a nice play, or just a big hard body would be really nice. Kind of run into somebody pretty hard.
I mean, obviously you like to score, but I think that's probably the next best thing, huh? It's going to be a fun game. Grizzlies coming to town. You guys are wearing specialty jerseys, so a lot of fun to be had. If you haven't got your tickets already, make sure you go to atlantagladiators.com and check that out. A lot of fun festivities for the whole family. But again, it's going to be a long season, 72-game slate. What do you guys need to do coming fresh out of the gate here to make sure that you guys start off on the right foot and start off hot?
Yeah, we're going to need to get pucks behind our opposition. We're going to need to establish a forecheck really early and kind of anytime we're in a shooting opportunity, shoot, because I think later on in games they're going to respect the shots and that'll open up maybe another pass somewhere else and then kind of open some scoring opportunities up.
You're back here in Atlanta, away from the ice. What have you enjoyed so far?
The sun, hitting the pool with a few of the guys. The scenery, went to Alpharetta the other night, and that was a really good time. It was Scarecrow Fest. There was an Irish
Oh,
band
wow.
playing, and they were a good band.
Good band.
Yeah,
Yeah? You into like live music at all?
big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, really big live music guy.
Are you one of those guys where it's just you try and just find whatever you can and just go, or do you have some favorites that you like to see?
I definitely have my favorites, but anytime there's something around town and we get wind of it, I like to kind of go enjoy myself there for sure.
What else do you like to do? What are some of your hobbies, especially when it
Uh,
comes to bonding with the team away from the ice?
Love playing cards. Anthony Furiolo is one guy I love wiping the floor with. I usually seem to do it every time we play, but yeah, it's probably playing cards.
Fun stuff. Yeah, I wonder who we might have next up on deck here in a couple of minutes. Only time will tell. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Oh man, I just lost my next question. You kind of you stunned me there. That was a funny comment. But anyhow, when it comes to Utah, preparing for them specifically, this is a team that there's not a lot of game tape on. They did play 2 preseason games, but not much there, especially at the start of the season. So how do you guys prepare for that from your perspective?
That'll just have to come within whatever we have on the board for our game plan. It's about adhering to that, moving pucks, moving our feet, and controlling what we can control.
For you, what's it been like working with Coach Ginn? He was your assistant coach last year. Now as the head coach, what's it been like working with him and Zach this year?
It's been really good. It's 2 smart hockey minds. They're holding guys accountable already. They're trying to get in our head in a good way to understand what we're thinking on the ice. And I think that's just only going to make us stronger. It's going to go a long way.
Andrew, thank you for joining me here on Media Day. Enjoy the rest of the festivities.
Thank you.
It's been fun.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. There's Andrew Jarvis here on Media Day. We've got player interviews every 10 minutes. Kind of did a little bit of foreshadowing there before. I wonder who's next. Hop on in here. Anthony Furiolo, welcome to the show.
How's it going, guys?
What do you have to say about that cards comment there from Andrew Jarvis?
Yeah, I don't know about that one. excited for our first road trip to get back to some cards. So might have to take that one to heart. So we'll see.
You want to set the record straight here? I mean, really, who is the champ at cards? I mean, from last year that's still here this year, who would you say is top of the pack?
I hate giving this guy credit, but I'd say Dano's got a couple wins under his belt from last year. So a couple guys not returning like Topatic, who I'm glad because that guy always found a way to snake me and win. So hopefully get some new guys in on the bus and integrate them into some cards. So it'll be fun.
Always makes a road trip a little bit more fun when you got some cards a little bit on the line.
100%.
But luckily for you guys, you start the year at home. So Utah Grizzlies are coming this Saturday and Sunday to Gas South Arena. What are you looking forward to the most when it comes to that matchup?
Yeah, I mean, just like any team coming into our barn, trying to get the first home game under our belt. New squad this year, group of guys. So excited to kind of get on the ice with them, see what we can do here this year. Super excited. I think training camp went really well. We're pretty prepared. Coaches here have done a good job at getting the guys ready to go for this weekend. So I think it's less about the opponent we're playing and just kind of preparing ourselves for another game, first one this season. So looking to start off hot and get a couple wins this weekend for sure.
Yeah, and talking about training camp, it's a long process, 2 weeks to get back into the thick of things and then go right into some games. And for you guys, no preseason games. And this is kind of what I've been asking guys before. How do you feel like training camp has gone for you? And how are you able to get back into that kind of game form as much as you can?
Yeah, there's goods and bads to it, right? I mean, obviously, it would have been nice to see another opponent, but at the same time, training camp they did a good job this year, making it hard on us to kind of compete. So definitely got our work in and definitely prepared, but also just nice to kind of let the body just kind of rest a little bit and get ready for the games that matter the most starting up the season. But overall, I thought training camp went really well. Again, a hard week. Boys are competing, learning new systems in place, and just getting prepared for the first week and for the rest of the season. So
we're just getting started here. We're happy to have you back, and this is year 2 for you in Atlanta. So what do you think went well for you last year, and what are you looking to grow and build upon to this year?
Yeah, I mean, overall, I thought last year was a good year for me. Definitely, just like anybody, can continue to grow my game. I thought I was pretty offensive minded. Definitely want to keep that up. Also focusing on the D zone as well this year. Just overall, just keep improving my game. Just keep growing my game as a hockey player and just doing the little things in and out every night to help the team win.
What's it been like for you getting to know the newer guys in the locker room this year? And how is that different for you being a returner this time around?
Yeah, so going on year 3 for me, definitely seen a lot of new faces in the locker rooms over the years. So just, I don't know, just like anybody else, just integrate them into the group. We got a pretty good group of returners this year, and I think the new guys are going to fit in real well here and just kind of, just like any team, just molding together, just kind of spending a lot of time with each other, whether it's at lunch, dinner, in the locker room, just getting to know each other. Especially some road trips coming up here soon will be good for us to kind of build that bond together. And as the year goes, we'll just continue to grow. But I think we have a good group of new guys coming in, some younger guys, some older guys that have played in this league before. And I think we're going to have a really good team this year.
What excites you the most about those newer guys coming in, especially those guys fresh out of college? They have that jump, that bite. They really want to get into things. How have you been able to help them kind of get into the swing of things, being a bit more of a veteran in this league?
Yeah, the pro style and the lifestyle you live as a pro hockey player is a little bit different than the college lifestyle. Obviously, a little more games, more week games as well. But overall, like, those guys are super excited, super motivated, super driven to continue to grow their career as well. So it's exciting for them to come in because we know they're going to work hard day in and day out and give us all they can have to continue to climb that ladder and continue to grow as a hockey player. So for a veteran guy coming back, it's exciting to see that. And I know we have a lot of older guys as well that are coming back that are still itching to continue to grow and to continue to climb that ladder. And just overall, just winning a championship at the end of the day. So I think that's a goal for everybody here, outside of individual success. And I think that we have the pieces to do that here this year, and it's going to be exciting. So
I like that mindset, and I totally agree. I'm looking forward to this year, opening day. 4 days away. So very excited for that. But thinking back to the college days for you back at Army, what was that like for you? What did you enjoy the most from your college days?
Yeah, it was a lot of ups and downs for sure. But overall, I think it was a great experience. A lot of good friendships, a lot of mentors, a lot of people that are still in my life today that I spent a lot of time with at college. I think just being around the guys, the locker room, we had a really tight knit group there, especially just going through the grind every day, especially your classmates and just guys on the team just being there for you and just kind of seeing what the older guys did and how they made it through. I really just enjoyed just getting up to the rink after class and just being able to kick back for an hour or so, get ready for practice, and just kind of a little weight off the shoulders and just kind of enjoy what I love to do. That's play hockey. Also, just being able to just kind of go on road trips there and do different things was a pretty cool experience. And college hockey is pretty fun as well. So it was overall a really good experience and just enjoyed that whole experience as well.
Well, we know you love hockey. You're pretty good at cards. What else you like to do? A day off. What's your go-to? What are you doing?
Me and my wife play pickleball a lot, so I would say for
All right.
sure pickleball. Started to pick that up a little bit. Yeah, I would say pickleball is probably my big hobby right now.
The main thing.
Yeah, we
How'd you
gotta.
how did you get into that? It was just you heard about it and you decided to give it a go. And
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of came out of nowhere. I feel like it just one day, like pickleball, everyone just started hearing of it.
Yeah, that's
I
true
just,
actually. Yeah.
especially being from the shore down in Jersey, there's pickleball courts everywhere, and in the summer, everyone's playing. So it's like you're like, what's this sport? So you kind of just learn about it, pick it up. It's like a mini form of like tennis and like ping pong almost, I would say.
Well, I haven't
But
tried it personally, but it sounds like
yeah,
fun. I might have to get on that train.
yeah, no, it's pretty cool. So definitely enjoyed it. It's fun. A little exercise gets you outside, especially down here in that great weather.
Yeah, you
So
can't beat that weather. I mean, guys have been talking about that all day long. That weather, you can't beat it.
100%.
For you being from Jersey, there's a lot of guys on this team that are from Jersey. How many of them have you known before, and what's it like knowing that there's so many guys on this squad that grew up pretty close to where you did?
Yeah, so yeah, there's a couple guys from Jersey. Mickey, I grew up playing with my whole life, so I know him pretty well. So it's pretty exciting. He was here a little bit last year, but pretty excited to have him back here this year and be able to play with him again. Lesser, I knew from back home as well, skating in the summers with him. So he's a pretty good friend of mine. So also pretty excited to have him here. And then Robolati, he considers himself a New York guy, but we'll call him a Jersey guy because he's always skating and training in Jersey. Didn't really know him too much. I knew played against him in college and stuff, but got to know him a little bit more this summer skating with him. So definitely excited to have him here as well. And then just learned TJ was from Jersey as well. So yeah, a lot of Jersey guys. I would even throw Sippy in the Jersey guys too.
Sippy,
'Cause
yeah,
he's
I mean,
like
you
kind of
could, yeah.
right there. So yeah, we got a good group. I'm sorry if I'm forgetting anybody else, but I think that's everybody. From
There's a
Jersey.
lot of them. I think you got them all.
Yeah, so I mean, it's good to have all the guys up north. Jersey sometimes gets a little bad rap, but so it's good to have some guys on our back from Jersey.
I don't think I've ever been to Jersey. I don't know if you'd recommend I go to Jersey, but
No, you should. The beach is unbelievable. It's a good state. It's fun. So
oh, it's cool stuff, man. And what's the biggest difference you think from being in Jersey to Atlanta?
uh, maybe I would say the weather. Maybe I don't know. Jersey's got some crazy drivers out there. So
I mean, all right,
um,
Jersey drivers, Atlanta drivers. Who's better? Who's worse?
I don't know. I feel like everyone in Jersey's in a rush, so they're just like they're
True.
just go go go. So maybe give that one to Atlanta, but yeah, everyone in Jersey is just high pace. Everything's going so quick. So a few accidents here and there. So
I mean, every place has got them, unfortunately, but it seems like Atlanta traffic particularly gets a bad rap.
yeah.
But when you can beat the traffic and there's stuff around here to do, you've been here for a little while, so I'm sure you know some good spots. What are some of your favorites to go to?
I like downtown Duluth. Bunch of cool little restaurants, bars, and shopping to do down there. So been down there a few times. the little Mexican restaurant. I'm pretty sure it's called Pier. It's pretty good. And then actually Alpharetta, now the apartments that we're living at's a little closer there, which is nice. So went down there this past week and got to walk around, eat some food, hang out, watch some football. So it was pretty cool down there as well. So I'd say those are two top spots. And now that I live across the street from Whole Foods, I spend a lot of time there.
Big
as
Whole
well.
Foods guy?
Yeah, I do. I like Whole Foods, so it's a little pricey, but it's worth it.
It's good
So,
stuff over there.
yeah,
They,
oh,
I mean, they do
100%.
what they do very well.
Yeah,
So
that's why you got to pay the price to go there. So
definitely worth it. Thank you for joining me here
Yeah.
on Media Day. Appreciate you taking the time. Go enjoy the rest of whatever they got planned for you out there. I know they're taking a lot of pictures, a lot of
Yeah.
videos. So
100%.
have some fun.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
All right,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you. That was Anthony Furiolo here on the show. Media Day here from Gas South Arena. Player interviews every 10 minutes. It's been a lot of fun so far, and we are only about halfway through. So make sure you stick with us here as we got one more guy coming in here. You can hop in here. We're keeping it casual here today. If the couch didn't give that away. We got Louis Boudon here with us on the show. Louis, it's a big day for you. We kind of dropped a little bit of news earlier before Andrew Jarvis was on here. We announced his big news.
Yeah.
We'll do it for you as well. You're an alternate captain for the Gladiators this season. First off, congratulations.
you.
And how does it feel?
It feels great. You know, it's always a great privilege to have a leader in the team, but we have a lot of leaders in the team as well too. So it's just you have to approach it as just a leader. We have a lot of guys that's gonna help us lead this year to win a lot of games. So I'm excited.
I'm excited too, man. And for you, as a member of this leadership team with the captain, who we have not announced yet, but we talked about Andrew Jarvis. What are you looking forward to the most working with that group, leading this team this season?
Just first of all the guys are great guys. You got to start there to have a good team. You need a lot of team chemistry to especially during the middle of the season when you have a lot of games. You need to push. You need to push forward all the time. So you need to keep each other accountable too. We have a lot of that. We have a lot of older guys. We have a mixed group too as well. A lot of good talented and young guys as well. So I think it's going to be a good mix for us.
And you've got a lot of guys on this squad, and it's been talked about before, especially by Coach Ginn and Coach Vanel. There's a lot of guys on this squad that have worn letters before, from wherever they were before, maybe junior, college, whatever. How does that help you at moving forward as a leader, just knowing that you've got a lot of strong support throughout the course of the locker room?
For sure, I think it's key. All these guys, they all handle their own business. You don't have to kind of chase around or anything like that. Everybody is a pro here, so it's going to help everyone to keep each other accountable, like I said, and that's what you want for a team.
All right, in the thick of things here. I mean, we're about halfway through training camp. Opening night, not too far away this Saturday against Utah. No preseason games, though, but you guys did play the intra-squad game on Saturday. How'd you feel coming out of that?
It was good. Obviously, that's my first time not playing a preseason game with the team I'm going to start the season with, so a little different, but it was a great pace. It was a great skate for us. We only had 2 lines on each side, so you had a lot of ice time, so it's good to get the conditioning in as well. And kind of get that competitive aspect all up, raising before the first game. So it was good.
And for you, throughout the course of this first week of training camp, how have you felt getting back into the thick of things, preparing for the regular season? And what's different about this compared to where you were last year in Sweden?
It's been good. It's always hard to adjust. I was in Milwaukee for a little bit before. It's also a long time before the first game. So it's a long time that you have to prepare for the season to stay in shape and to kind of, I know I'd say, but like prepare your body to be ready for that first season and peak for middle of October there. Last year in New York for me it was a lot earlier. You start training camp in, I think it was August 5th.
Wow.
And you start September 10th or something like that. So you have a whole month training camp here. It's a little different because it's a little later. So you don't have as much time as well to prepare as a group. So we're going to have those 2 weeks before the first game, which is huge, but it may sound like a lot, but at the same time, it's pretty condensed. You have to hit all those system aspects of the game one day at a time to make sure you're ready to play. So,
and it's been a bit of a longer summer for you than preparing for this one, but you did touch on it before. I'll ask you here, Milwaukee, how was it? You got to spend some time with the Admirals during camp. What did you learn from that experience, and how can you bring that to this locker room and kind of share that experience with some of the guys that are newer to the ECHL and pro hockey?
Yeah, I think it's always great to get those opportunities. I was fortunate to play in the HL a bit before as well. So um, each guy in any league is a professional, like I said. So you learn a bit from places that you've played with. But overall, it's the same approach no matter where you are, what league you are. Every guy take care of their business. You just have a little different feel sometimes, especially in the NHL. In the AHL. Sorry, they were starting a little earlier than us. Or we started, I think, last week or a couple days before. Um, so they were already ramping up a little before. So it's just you had different stages of your preparation and away from your first game. But it was great to be up there.
And kind of take me through the recruiting process from Coach Ginn and Coach Fennell to bring you here to Atlanta. What was it like getting in touch with them? And when you found out that you did, in fact, want to come to Atlanta, what was that like for you? And what's it been like working with them since then here through training camp?
It's been great. They've been great. Great coaching staff that we are very fortunate to have them. I think it's a younger staff as well too, compared to maybe Milwaukee with you have a little more experience as coaching. They've been there for a little longer, but I think it's been great so far. We had a great first week of training camp, and concerning myself, when I decided to come back to the U.S. to play, they're probably one of the first team that reached out to me. It was a great project for me, to evolve and to help the team. So I didn't hesitate on it. I just signed the contract. It was good.
Well, we're happy you do. We're happy to have you here in
Thank you.
Atlanta and be able to explore and get out a little bit since you've been in town.
I don't have. So my wife is driving up next week with the car. So I don't have my car yet. So I've been kind of Ubering a little bit around, trying to get the place ready. It's been a lot of building, a few things here and there every day, but I'm finally all settled. So it's nice. I'm gonna be able to enjoy the week and be ready to play next
Well, that's good. I mean, now you got some time to kind of settle down, enjoy camp, and get ready for the thick of the season because it's a
Exactly.
long one. We
Yeah.
know it's a long season and it kind of goes game by game. But for you, away from the ice, what are some of your hobbies? What do you like to do in your free time?
When I was younger, I used to love, especially in college, well, a lot of times to go play golf. So I love to do that, get away from the rink a little bit. Now that I'm a little older, I don't have as much time. I love to spend some time with my wife when I can as well too, because she works remote. So kind of depend the schedule we're gonna have this year as well. But, I love to get out there, explore the new areas. We love to walk around, go to nice restaurants, stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, looking really cool. And did you get to hit the links here in Atlanta? Did you find a course yet?
No, she's bringing my clubs.
Oh, she got the
next,
clubs?
when
Okay.
she's coming up. So I'll definitely get up there at some
All right.
point, but I didn't get the chance yet. But
There's
I'm
plenty to
excited.
pick from.
That's what I heard.
They're
it's a
all
good
over the
spot
place.
for
I
it
mean,
too. Yeah,
once you get a car and once you start driving around, you'll see
exactly.
that there's just a course on every single block. So it's a lot of fun. But I'm not much of a golfer, but I'm sure you'll have a good time once you get out there.
Yeah, I know a lot of guys love to golf too. It's always a good thing. You can spend time with guys away from the rink and talk about something else. It's a good way to decompress a little bit too. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
No, I'm looking forward to that as well. And looking forward to this weekend. Utah Grizzlies coming in. What are you looking to see out of this group? Game one, shift one. What kind of energy do you need? And what does a successful game, first period, first shift look like to you?
What I think it's gonna be, it's the first time that we played in maybe 4 or 5 to 6 months. I don't know what situation guys were in last year, but it's probably home opener is usually not the best game you're gonna see. Just you gotta get a feel of each other. You don't have that much chemistry between guys, so it's starting to get there and get ready. So I think the key is just to bring a lot of energy. Keep things simple, especially that first period. You want to limit the turnovers. You want to just get pucks deep and really push the pace. And once you get that confidence and you feel the water a little bit, then it's going to be a little smoother, to get things going. But I think energy is going to be the first thing. Just be disciplined. Don't take too much penalty right away. Keep it 5-on-5. Get in the power play if we can, and just respect the game plan that we'll have for that first game, depending on how they play. I don't know much about Utah yet. We haven't covered much about him, and I think we probably won't. Just focus on ourselves for right now. But I think it's going to be a good game. Obviously, you want that first win. It's a key, to get things started on the right foot. So you just have to do all the things right. There's going to be a lot of mistakes as well. You got to accept that. You got to be positive about it, and then just go shift by shift and period by period. Sorry.
No, you're good.
And then just go from there.
And you think about, because you talked about it there a little bit before, needing some time to gel, right? Because you get to a start of a season, it's all new people, new system for some guys. How long for you, in your experience, does it typically take for a team to hit its stride and just build that chemistry to a point where the machine is running, it's strong, it's running well?
Well, I think there's not just a specific time. It just depends of the group of guys you have, how well you prepared during training camp as well. How you approach every practice day. Kind of have approach it like it's a game day as well. Have that mentality, and you just gotta be ready to go. Like I said, if you get that first one, it helps to get the gel, like you said. Last year we went on a losing streak. I think last 6 years when I was in Europe, and obviously it's not as fun to get things going because then you have a lot of changing in the lineup. Just trying to find a solution. So, um, yeah, I think it starts with training camp. Start with the approach of each guy has about their own business, and just first game is key. And even if it's not that first game, then you have the next game to get it done. So.
It's a long season, so definitely a lot of time, and you've had some time to get to know your teammates. Isaac Walter was up here not too long ago, and I kind of asked him, does it help to have some other Europeans on the squad to kind of help you ease into being here? And he did bring up your name, so describe your relationship with him.
He's a great guy, and then I was in Sweden last year, so I'm trying to speak in Swedish to him a little bit. It's fading away day by day, but I'm doing my best. But he's a great kid. We didn't get the chance that much to spend time since I got to Atlanta, but we're roommates in Milwaukee, so we get to know each other well. And I think it's always good, for Europeans. I think it's only the two of us this year. You have a different mentality, you have a different approach of life on certain things. So it's always nice to have that guy that you kind of share the same little routines or stuff like that. But I've been in the U.S. for a while. He's been in the U.S. He's been to college, so I know his girlfriend is from the U.S. as well. So he's kind of shifted to that U.S. mentality as well a little bit. So it's much easier to adjust when you're around Americans and Canadians. But it's always nice to have that one European on the team for sure.
Talk about speaking Swedish. How many languages do you speak?
I speak 2 fluently, and then I took a little German in high school for 8 years actually, and then it faded when I switched to English. And last year I kind of had to learn Swedish a little bit to understand. Sometimes it was all in Swedish in the locker room, so I had to pick it up a little bit. And then once you stop practicing, it just disappears as quickly as you learned it. So just 2 right now. I'm trying to work on a third one eventually.
All right. Well, maybe throughout the course of the season, maybe on some bus rides, fire up Duolingo or something. Get on there.
I tried that before with Spanish, but then it's hard to keep it up.
You gotta stay consistent. But Louis, thank you for joining me here today. Go enjoy the rest of Media Day. Appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Media Day rolls on here from Gas South Arena. Player interviews every 10 minutes. We got another guy up on dock here. He's returning to Atlanta, although it's a little bit new for him this time around. But those of you who are joining us, thank you for joining us here on stream. Good to hop in here. Having some fun here on a Tuesday afternoon. I know we got some people at work, but thank you to everybody who is tuning in. As we've got Alex Young joining the show. Alex, welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
We're through training camp here. Right. This is your second year in Atlanta, technically, although it'll be your first full year. So things are a little bit different this time around. Now you get to experience a training camp with the Gladiators. What's it been like for you so far, and what are your first impressions?
It's been great. The team has been awesome. Everyone from the coaching staff down, the equipment managers, support staff, media like today. It's just been a really awesome experience and cool. Like you mentioned, I didn't get to, start here last year and get the whole experience with the Gladiators from the beginning of the season. So it's cool to begin the year so far with them and started off on the right foot and have a great training camp. The guys on the ice have been amazing. I mean, the team looks good. It feels good. The pace has been awesome, so I'm really excited and looking forward to this season.
Yeah, it's got to be nice being able to start with the team through the course of the year. So good stuff there. And it's tough to be traded. I mean, obviously, you see guys move around, and it's not like, equivalent of somebody. You got to think, like, if some guy is working at a Starbucks and he gets traded to the Dunkin' Donuts across the street, like, it's difficult. It's going to be tough. But imagine moving across the country. Got to be a tough thing. So how have you settled in this year, and what are you looking forward to with this group moving forward into this year?
Yeah, definitely have settled in. Last year, was only here for, I think it was the last 3 weeks of the season, and not a ton of time to settle in. So yeah, it's been nice to have a little bit of time before the season starts, and with this training camp, it kind of feels like it drags out. You just want the season to begin and start playing games. But it's been a really good experience so far to settle into the area and with the team, and I'm just looking forward to start playing games. And as I said, like, it's been great. We've been having really good skates. The the teammates here have been amazing, and there's some great players I'm excited to play with and to see. You never really get a full sense of uh, what everyone can do or what you're capable of until you get into a real game. So I've got a taste of it just with playing here last year and with some of the guys that blue and white scrimmage and just the other practices we've had. So I'm looking forward to just get out there and see what our team can do. Yeah, I think we'll have a good year.
It's also got to help to have some familiar faces that you've seen before here in Atlanta. Seems like a lot of former Adirondack Thunder players here in Atlanta, some kind of Southern Thunder thing. What's it been like seeing those guys in the locker room and having that familiarity, especially maybe not getting as much time here last year as you would have liked? Now you get in the full swing of things. What's it been like being with those guys?
It's been great, and yeah, as you mentioned, a couple Adirondack Thunder players from last year and are now down here. Ryan Francis and I were traded together at the trade deadline last year, but yeah, to have Brendan Lesk, Ryan Conroy, and Ryan Nolan join down as well. All three played in Adirondack last year as well. It's kind of a weird feeling to be like, oh, like why I don't really think of them in the Thunder gear yet or the Gladiators gear yet. I think of them as like they're the Thunder players, but yeah, to have them back down here, it's nice to see their faces and they're awesome people, great players. So it's cool to have them on the ice and be a little familiar with them. And they're gelling and meshing really well with the group and the team, and yeah, just a great group and cool to have a lot of people that I've come to know and become good teammates with so far.
And how is that chemistry, that team building gone for you guys so far? It seems like vibes are very high, like positivity is off the charts heading into this season. But with these guys in the locker room, how you feeling as a group? I know you guys went go-karting last week, so it looked like a lot of fun there. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's been great start so far. It's always a good sign of a team, and you can't really have team success without being a good group and kind of having that chemistry off the ice and in the locker room so far. Everybody's been great. The banter, the kind of just talking and camaraderie that's been in the room so far has been amazing, and it's been great to see. So to have that hopefully translate onto the ice is something I'm looking forward to, and it's been an amazing start so far. And yeah, just really happy to walk into the rink and know that it's going to be a good day, and you're going to have a ton of fun, and you're going to see someone and just laugh at looking at them, or they're going to be telling a joke. Like it's something is going to happen that you're going to be happy to come into the rink every morning.
Oh, that's incredible. And it's good to have those vibes riding high heading into the season. Starting just a couple days here. Utah Grizzlies here on Saturday and Sunday. For you as a group, big games to start. Obviously, you want to get off to the season on a good start on the get a hot start going. It's been a long time here on the show. I've been going for about an hour and a half here, so I do apologize. But for you personally, heading into this year, what are some of your goals? What are you looking for out of yourself, and what are you looking to improve from last year to this year?
I think just kind of all different areas of my game, become more consistent, become stronger on defense, offense, kind of just overall take all the experience that I learned from my first pro season last year and apply that to this year, and become more of a, I guess, flexible or more I don't know if utilizable is a word, but yeah, become more of like a player that can play in all situations. Last year, I got a little bit of a penalty killing role, where normally I hadn't played penalty kill too much in my career, and I really enjoyed that, and so I'm hoping to earn the coach's trust here and earn Ginner's trust and play on the penalty kill as well as hopefully some power play time. So yeah, just being out there in all different situations and really just become confident and consistent in any aspects and in any situations on the ice.
What's it been like working with this coaching staff? Obviously, you coached him from before as he was the assistant last year, but walk me through getting to know him, Zach Fennell, and how they've kind of been helping you guys work through this training camp and get prepared for this upcoming year.
It's been great so far. I'm like, as you mentioned, Ginner was here last year, and all the guys are fond of him, and we enjoy having him as a coach. And he was a former player, so he understands kind of the things we're going to, and the start of the season, the kind of nerves or just things that guys are looking out for and getting ready for the start of the year, and where you line up within the team. And so it's been awesome. He's been just helping us out a ton throughout this training camp, and to have Zach Vanell as well, who's come in, and I think he's done a really good job kind of slotting himself into that assistant coach position. And he is big on the development side of things, and he's already been working with guys during practice, after practice, in the locker room after, just like working on little skills and things, any type of plays or structure stuff that guys are looking to work on. He's been awesome. And yeah, so it's been a good start with the coaching staff. Everybody's been happy to have them, and I'm sure we'll have success with them.
I'm sure as well. But for you off the ice, what are some of your hobbies? What do you like to do? I mean, I know for a lot of you guys, hockey is the big thing. It takes up a lot of your time, and that's understandable. But when you do get a moment, what do you like to do?
Well, I think I kind of mentioned on that kind of summer signing live.
It's been a while
stream.
since then.
Yeah, my wife and I got a puppy, and so we really like to walk him and take care of him. We've gone and kind of explored the area and gone to some parks and trails and dog parks, and gotten a sense for Duluth and a little bit of Atlanta. And we've gone and played some tennis, and just kind of, yeah, been, like you mentioned before, and like I said, kind of just settling in and getting a sense of the area. So yeah, I guess tons of different things, but yeah, that's a big one. He takes up a lot of time.
How old is he?
He's 8 months old.
8 months old?
Mhm.
What kind of dog?
It's a corgi.
Oh, that's fun.
Yep.
Oh, that is fun. You get a lot of compliments walking him out, and people
Yeah,
just-
yeah. People like to come up and say hello.
That's
So,
fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Well, Alex, thank you for joining me here on Media Day. Good luck with the rest of training camp. Looking forward to this weekend. Enjoy what else they have in store for you out there.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Media Day continues. Player interviews every 10 minutes all day long. It's been a lot of fun. It's been cool seeing everybody come in here. And this is just day one. We've also got day 2 tomorrow. So make sure you come back here on the YouTube channel and check us out tomorrow afternoon. As we got, you can hop in. Yeah, we can just keep going, man. It's every 10 minutes. We got a new guy in here. So we're enjoying the fun. And we got another member of that former Thunder crew coming on here. We've got Ryan Nolan joining the show. Ryan, thanks for hopping on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And kind of alluded to it before, but you were with Adirondack for a little bit last year. What's it like seeing so many familiar faces in the building and in a different spot here in Atlanta?
It's obviously nice having those same faces and a small group of guys, you kind of worked out with and skated with a bunch last year. So just being comfortable with them in a new environment, helps kind of like get used to the new spot.
And do you guys kind of joke about that a little bit at all? Just seeing each other there to hear?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit here and there, but I think we're kind of focused on the year now. So,
well, I mean, you guys are right in the thick of it here. I mean, training camp week gone by. You're in the second week. You've got Utah coming up this weekend. For you personally, how do you feel like training camp's gone?
It's good. It's nice to get the legs back. We had the scrimmage against each other, so that was good to feel game pace, and practices have been good. So just excited to get the first one going.
And you guys had the inter-squad game on Saturday. What did you see from your perspective there, and how do you feel coming out of it?
I think most of the guys were looking at that just to get back to game pace, kind of get those summer habits out of the way, and figuring out what works, what doesn't work, and how to play with your line mates.
And it's so tough. I mean, right, coming out of the summer, getting back into the swing of things, and I think that's kind of what gets lost around training camp is what some people don't realize is that, like, this is a chance for you guys to get your skating legs back under yourselves and really get back into game shape. And it's so hard to replicate an actual game throughout the course of training camp. But what are some things that you do throughout camp to kind of get your body back into shape and be prepared as much as you can for like a real game? And that pace that comes with it.
Yeah, so the scrimmage helps because you get kind of the shift feeling, and I think our practices are designed like that a lot, where you're going hard for 30 to 40 seconds in a drill, and then you get some time off, One of the big things is just shaking those summer habits of kind of always trying to make a play versus getting pucks to the net or just chipping the puck in and going to get it if there's nothing there. So that's where I think the scrimmage is beneficial.
And for you, throughout the course of the summer, you were one of the first players that I talked to on the signing show. So it's been a while for you coming here on the show. But since then, what kind of kept you busy on the ice to kind of just stay in shape throughout the course of the summer? What are some things that you do to kind of keep the rhythm going as much as you can?
Yeah, so there's a good group back home in Chicago of pro guys and college guys that skate a lot, and then I do a lot of coaching. So just kind of being always on the ice and around the rink is comforting, and always staying around the game. So.
And it seems like a lot of guys. I mean, everybody loves the game, but for you, what made you fall in love with it?
I honestly don't know. It was just something like it was always the sport I looked forward to the most, and I like scoring goals a lot, obviously, and the physicality of it, and the camaraderie with the guys in the locker room. It's got everything to just keep coming back to the rink.
And for you, scoring goals, that's kind of your thing. You did a lot of that last year in the SPHL over the last couple of years, actually. What was that experience like for you playing in the SPHL, and how can that translate to the ECHL level?
Yeah, so in college, I kind of found like a third or fourth line role where you're not involved as much as you maybe want to be, and I think playing in the SP for those 2 years gave me the chance to get a lot more ice time, get a lot more situations in game, comfortable making those decisions, and gaining my confidence a lot back on the ice. So it definitely helped a ton.
And what helps you gain confidence on and off the ice? Because it's a thing that seems to kind of fluctuate with guys as the year goes on, and it is a long year. But maybe you don't have your best game, or maybe you have a really great game. How do you kind of just build upon that to where you feel like you're in a good mental state all year long?
So there's ups and downs of every season and like every career, and I think even for most guys in the locker room, it's going to be different throughout the year. Some guys will be high, some guys will be low, but always just trying to stay level and never get too high or too low because then you're going to get away from what you're usually doing. So just stay level and stay the course.
And for you, I mean, we know you can score, pretty big body as well. For you physically, what are you looking to establish on your first shift?
I just trying to play hard always, be hard to play against. I know, obviously their D aren't going to want to get hit all night, and that's something I'm going to try to do. Shut plays down quick, and then, get the puck to good spots and good players.
People always talk about like identity with teams, and obviously it's a new year, it's a young year. You guys have only been together for about a week, but throughout the course of training camp, what do you feel like the identity of this team is?
Yeah, I think hopefully we're going to carve it out pretty quick. Just be relentless on pucks. We want to play fast, transition fast. Like Ginner was saying, always be aggressive. Aggressive mistakes are okay, and not don't let teams come to us. Just get up in the play, get after them, and try and get that puck.
Yeah, one of the things that Coach Ginn said to me over the course of the summer, and it's something that he really harped on, is he wanted to be a tough team to play against, win or lose. How do you guys feel like you've achieved that so far through training camp, and how do you feel your game, your style of game, fits into that mentality?
Yeah, we haven't really won or lost.
I mean, like
yet.
without but
Yeah.
No win or lose, but just heading into the season with that mentality, how do you feel like?
Yeah, I think we just, our focus now is just bring it every night. And like I was saying, there's highs and lows, especially in the game. There's going to be goals that maybe shouldn't have been going in, or you're going to get maybe a bad night where you get a few scored on you and you lose a game. But kind of dwelling on that is going to hurt everyone. So just focus on the next one and try to stack the wins and start early.
Opening night coming up this weekend. When it comes to preparing, warm-up playlist, what are you listening to get fired up?
I like rap music.
Yeah.
That usually gets me going. I like I don't have the best EDM selection, but I know guys play a lot of that, so I'll listen to some of that. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
mean, you guys are bonding as a team. Again, it's only been about a week, but starting to get to know guys. You get to a certain point where some guys just have aux privileges in the locker room. Is there any where's that sliding right now? Who's got those privileges right now?
I honestly don't know. It's been good music. It's been pretty calm. Like good vibes music. I think rap would kind of not play for everyone in the locker room, so I stay away from aux privileges. But I've enjoyed the music in the locker room, and then when it's time to come to a game, throw the headphones in and just do my own thing.
We've been talking about it all summer long, and it's finally almost here, 4 days away. Opening night right here at Gas South Arena. When the fans walk into the building and the noise cranks up, you're fired up to go out there, out on the ice. What excites you the most about playing here in this arena, in this town for these fans?
I think we got a good group. I'm honestly just really excited to see how well we're gonna play the first weekend and hopefully keep that rolling throughout the year. But playing for the fans, playing for the city, that's it's going to be really exciting. I'm looking forward to it.
And speaking of fans and everything, I mean, all that coming together, you guys coming together as a team bonding last week. You guys went go-karting. Tell me a little bit about that. How was that for you?
Yeah, I think some guys just let loose on the go-karts. They really had no brake pedal. I tried my best. I wasn't the fastest racer out there that I wish I could have been, but I was impressed by some of the guys to just put all their walls down and go as fast as they could. It was pretty fun.
I mean, you're zipping down there on the track, are guys chirping each other, just kind of shouting at each other, or is it just honed in, focusing in on business?
It was more like chirping after the race, about who passed who and who won and fastest times and all that. But it was all friendly and fun. So
it's either chirp or get chirped. Were you doing the chirping or are you getting chirped?
Yeah, both. It's
a little bit of both.
It's a fair game.
It's a good mix.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the middle of the pack.
Definitely.
No, it's a lot of fun. Thank you, Ryan, for joining me here today on Media Day. Appreciate you taking the time.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Rolling on here from Media Day, Gas South Arena. Talking to the guys before the season starts, getting their thoughts on things. Of course, we're going through training camp. First week is in the books. Heading into the second week here. We also obviously got Media Day here, and we had the intra-squad scrimmage on Saturday. Big thank you to everybody who came out there. But this week, it's for real. We've got the Utah Grizzlies coming in, and so it should be a fun affair here at Gas South Arena. And, yeah, you can come in and join us here. We got Ryan Francis joining the show. Doing good. You can just pop this on here. We'll get right to it. I know you guys have been busy week, busy weekend for you guys. But how are you feeling after the first week of training camp?
I feel good. It was a good week for the guys. I think we got a good squad this year. I think we got a good mix of different elements, and I'm excited to play some games for real.
It's almost time. It's been a long summer, a lot of waiting, but almost time. We're almost there. Talking to Alex Young, it's a bit different for you guys this year. I mean, you guys came over here in a trade at deadline, so you did not get to experience training camp with the Gladiators last year. So now you finally been able to experience the start of the season with this team. What's it been like for you, and how valuable is it to be able to start the year with a team during training camp instead of finishing the last 3 weeks with the team?
Yeah, it really is. I think even the last 3 weeks or last year are really valuable, and kind of just getting adjusted to Atlanta and getting to know the guys and feeling more comfortable coming into training camp. And I think now that I kind of knew the coaching staff and all the players, and being able to go through the camp and building chemistry and whatnot. It's huge. It helps for sure. It makes you feel more comfortable, makes you get settled in, outside the rink, where you're living, stuff like that. So it's been a good first few weeks.
Now you had some time to settle in here and finally get to experience Atlanta and the team. And what have you enjoyed the most so far away from the rink?
I mean, the weather's nice.
It's a common answer so far.
Yeah,
a lot of guys seem to enjoy the weather.
Especially where I'm from. It's starting to get real cold right now. So I'm happy to be missing the winter and getting some warmer weather. But it's a nice place. I'm sure there'll be lots more to do throughout the year and kind of get more familiar with the area. I haven't done a ton yet, but I've been liking it, and I like the group of guys too, so we're having a good time.
Well, it's good to hear. And speaking of this group of guys, seems like a very good locker room, very good group of guys on and off the ice. What's it been like playing with them throughout the course of training camp and getting to know your teammates? And what's it been like for you kind of getting to know the personalities behind those guys on the ice?
Yeah, it's a fun group. I mean, we have a very vast difference in ages. There's older guys, younger guys, guys in the middle, and it kind of doesn't seem like there's any cliques or anything like that. Everyone's getting along with each other, and we're coming together really fast here, and that's good. You guys feel comfortable with each other in the room and off the ice. It just helps put together a better product on the ice.
And you guys have been doing some team building here and there. You guys went and did some go-karting last
Yeah.
week. I've been asking guys about that. How did that go for you?
It was good. I won my first heat, and
There you go.
I was feeling great about myself. And then I kind of fell off from there. Guys started to get the hang of it, started catching up. But it was fun. It was a really good time. I had a good time with that. That whole area was pretty cool. So yeah, it was fun. We got some chirps going and whatnot. It was a good time.
Oh, that's good. I mean, some guys were saying it was the carts. Every cart was different. Some were fast, some were slow. Did you agree
Yeah.
with that? Yeah.
Yeah, somewhat. I think so. Because I mean, I came first the first time, and then I couldn't really get inside the top 3 after that. So I'll say the cart. I got a good cart the first time.
No, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of fun. And getting back to it on the ice, got to feel good to hit the ice here. Finally get back into a rhythm of things. You had the inter squad on Saturday. Looked very good. Not a lot of goals scored, but looked good from my perspective. A lot of speed, and you seem to be one of the heart and soul of members of that club, just zipping up and down the ice. How do you feel like that game went for you?
Game was great. My legs felt good. Conditioning and everything like that. Getting into game shape is always the hardest part. No matter what you do, game shape's different. So I was happy that legs felt good, speed, like you said, felt good, and yeah, it was a tight game. Guys were competing. I think that's kind of the reason why it was a low scoring game, because everyone was playing so hard, and that's good to see.
It's a long summer, and a lot of guys told me they're able to use speed to their advantage. I saw that in person on Saturday. Very much true, and you were one of those guys. So, but think about the summer and getting back into game shape and staying in shape in general from the end of last year to this year. Up in Nova Scotia, what are you doing to kind of just keep in a rhythm as much as you can?
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of pro hockey players in the Nova Scotia area. So, I mean, I'm training every day. We're on the ice 2 to 3 times a week early in the summer, and then we kind of just keep building up from there. I was lucky enough to be able to participate in my university team, St. Mary's training camp, the team from around the city there. So they let me participate in that, and I kind of helped get into game shape, practicing with the team every day. So I mean, there's plenty of options to stay in shape around Halifax. So yeah, I mean, I was keeping busy.
Go back to the end of last year again. Not a lot of time here, but you did score a good amount in the time that you were in the lineup. This year, are there some personal goals that you're trying to hit? What do you feel like this year what is a successful year for you?
I don't necessarily put exact numbers on my goals, but I want to be an offensive production guy, a guy that can put the puck in the net, create plays, play with my speed, like you said, and then I mean, getting back to the playoffs. I haven't getting to the playoffs. I haven't been to playoffs since junior, so I want to get a taste of it, and I think that would be the biggest goal this year for sure.
And it seems like that's the sentiment around the building, around the room, and really throughout the whole town is that, the playoffs are the goal. And one of the things that's kind of been talked about is, the turn of culture, the turn of guys wanting to get back to winning. Can you feel that kind of radiating through the locker room right now? Just the positivity and just the good vibes through the locker room?
Yeah, big time. Like, guys are tired of losing. I know there's guys here in Atlanta who were tired of losing last year. I mean, there's even 4 or 5 of us from Adirondack last year who did a lot of losing. So we're tired of losing too. Yeah, we want to win games. So that's really all that matters when it comes down to it. So yeah, we've got to start off good this weekend.
Well, the gauntlet starts here this weekend. Utah Grizzlies are coming into town, and then right into the thick of things. So it's finally here, opening night. Come away with a win. What do you guys need to do?
Play full 60, play consistent, play fast. I think we're a fast team. I think we got lots of skill. We can't sit back. We can't wait around. We kind of just got to get right into it. I feel like that's the most important part for the first few games of the year is not easing your way in, just going right after it and trying to get on top of teams before they can get settled in.
And opening night can be kind of an oddity, right? There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of new parts, chemistry still being built, systems being learned. For you guys and for you and your experience to start a year, what are you looking for to begin the game on Saturday? Just kind of try and get to your rhythm and establish the tone.
Yeah, just play simple. North south, fast, move pucks, get a lot on that. The first goal of the year is probably not going to be pretty tic tac toe play, right? So, yeah, just starting off, not waiting around, just getting right into it. The home opener, there's usually a longer intros and whatnot, and teams can get used to sitting around. So I think we just kind of got to get past that and get right into it.
Who do you think scores the first goal this year?
Oof. Got to go with one of my line mates, right? So I'll go with Lou. I think Lou's gonna bury one early.
Sounds good. And what's it been like playing with him throughout the course of training camp?
Lou's good. He's got tons of skill. Smart player. He always wants to communicate. Where we're going to be on the ice and gaining familiarity and chemistry. So I like playing with him. Play with Younger a bit. Linder just came down, real young, but lots of skill. So my line mates have been really skilled, dynamic guys. People I think that we can that I can feed off and they can feed off me.
Oh, it's an exciting time, and I can't wait to see you guys hit the ice, and all the fans are eager to see you out there as well. Ryan, thank you for taking the time to join me here today, and best of luck for the rest of training camp and the opening night.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate you. It's been a fun day here so far on Media Day. A lot of fun, a lot of festivities, a lot of player interviews here today. It's been fun, and we're getting down here towards the end. See who's left on my list. If we've got anybody left on the list. I think we do, so we'll keep it here. But, I mean, you can feel it, the positivity in the building, guys coming in, getting their legs under their feet or feet under their legs. That's how you know it's been about a 2-hour stream is when I can't even get that right. But it's been a long day, and we're fun, and we are ready for the upcoming season. And a lot of positivity in the building as we're joined by Peter Morgan here on Media Day. Peter, camp, and what have you enjoyed the most?
It's been good. I think I'm just like taking it all in. Everything's been pretty cool, pretty good. Learning a lot. So
yeah, what do you feel like is the biggest thing that you've learned so far?
Kind of just watching how like other guys operate, take care of themselves, attack the day. It's a little different than what I'm used to, but it's definitely awesome to see, and it's helped me out.
And how has that adjustment been for you so far? I mean, we always talk about college players moving to the pro level. Now that you're starting to experience that yourself, how's it been for you so far?
It's been good. There's just like a lot of really good players. So it's a little bit of an adjustment, but I've been enjoying it, and it's been a fun challenge.
And what's it been like kind of just getting back on the ice? You think about the summer, and it's been a long time since you've had real game action. For this week to go through the first week of training camp and have that intra-squad game on Saturday, that had to have felt pretty good.
Yeah, it's fun playing like real competitive hockey. All summer, you kind of do the skill skates, or you play in some beer league or 3-on-3, and it's just not that competitive drive that we all have and that we want. So getting that back feels really good.
And it seems like there's a lot of that competitive drive in the locker room here. I mean, it seems like everybody's fired up for opening night. Everybody's fired up for this season. What's it been like for you to join this team and get to know this group of guys? How's it been for you building that chemistry?
It's been great. Everyone's very like welcoming and warm. A lot of good personalities in the locker room, making me feel included. Made some, good friends pretty quickly here, so that's always a good sign.
And what are some stuff that you guys have done off the ice to kind of bond and gel? It's going to be a long year. Got to get to know the guys and establish that chemistry because you're going to need it on and off the ice. What are some things that you've done in your spare time?
Well, we eat every meal together during training camp, so you get to talk to the guys a lot, learn things about everybody. We went go-karting. That was really fun. Just something like outside the rink that we all got to do together, and we all live pretty close to each other, so there's a lot of opportunities to get to know one another.
We've talked about the go-karting with a couple of guys here before, so let's set the record straight. How did things go for you at go-karting?
I finished 9th, so out of 26 or 7 maybe. So that was
That's pretty good.
That was good.
You know, that's towards the top. That's
Yeah.
not bad.
I started slow, but I figured it out towards the end.
Have you gone go-karting before?
She's not since I was like young.
Long time?
Yeah, a long time.
So, I mean, nine's not bad then. Like, that's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
I did see some guys spinning out down there. So, I mean, hey, you take your wins when you can get them, right?
Yep.
Speaking of wins, we're looking to get a couple this weekend against Utah. Internally, as you guys prepare as a team, not a lot of tape on Utah, but for you, what kind of goes into your preparation to get ready for opening night?
Just making sure I'm fueling my body correctly. A lot of sleep, soaking in like everything that the coaches give us throughout the week, learning as much as I can, just doing everything I can to prepare for the chance over the weekend.
And when you talk about this coaching staff, Coach Ginn, Coach Fennell, what's it been like working with them?
It's been awesome. They're both very nice guys. They were very welcoming as well, and they just have a lot of past hockey knowledge. So it's easy to listen to them, and you want to learn as much as you can.
It seems like there's a very deep well of hockey knowledge when it comes to this team. You've got guys that have AHL experience or maybe numerous years in this league. How's that helped you kind of make that transition to this pro level to be able to lean on guys like that and ask questions and just be a sponge and soak it all in?
Yeah, that's kind of exactly what I've been doing. There's like a lot of watching that you can do. You can see how, like I said earlier, how guys do things, how they prepare, how they like attack practice and stuff like that. So I've been trying to learn as much as I can from the older guys and see how they do things.
And away from the game, away from the rink, how have you settled into Atlanta? You liking the town so far? I mean, a lot of guys have said they like the weather.
Yes. I actually played like a ton of youth hockey here, being from Florida. So like all my tournaments were up here or Charlotte or in Florida.
Oh, okay.
And so the ice forum that we practice at sometimes, I'd been to a ton, which I thought was pretty interesting. But yeah, I like Atlanta. The weather's nice. It's a change. I was in New York for the past 4 years, so having a warm winter is nothing to complain about.
No, and it must have been nice for you to have that familiarity with the ice forum and kind of a little bit of a sense of the area than having been here before.
Yeah, it was. It was. I kind of knew it. I was getting into, and yeah, I guess it was a good thing.
That's cool. And do you have any friends in the area or people that you know?
I do not. I knew Galloway from
Galloway?
from our youth, but yeah, that was really it.
Seems like everybody knows Connor Galloway
Yeah,
around
it
here.
seems like it.
Local guy seems to get around, but that's fun. And with this team moving forward, heading into this opening weekend, what's kind of been the message from the coaching staff, from the locker room? What are they looking for? I mean, obviously a win, but what are they looking for when it comes to Saturday night to just get things off on the right foot?
I think we're looking to play fast and hard. It's the first couple games of the season, so you want to come out like of a cannon, really. You want to get off on the right foot, and I think that's kind of been the message so far.
It seems like you did that very well on Saturday in the intra-squad game. When we talked about it before on the player signing show, you said speed was your A game. Definitely saw it there. Did you feel like that game was kind of what you expected in terms of overall speed, or was it different from what you've experienced at the college level? And it is different because it's an intra-squad game, but did it meet your expectations when it came to that aspect?
Yeah, it definitely met my expectations. It was fast out there. It was a lot of good players, like I said, so that was fun. It was cool to get to see and to feel out, kind of. But yeah, thank you for.
No, you're good. Yeah, no, it was a fun game to watch. I mean, not a lot of goals, but it was fun to see you zip around, and it's a fun game to call. So looking forward to this Saturday night. Should be a lot of fun. I know you guys are wearing specialty jerseys. Have you seen those at all?
I think I saw a photo, but not like in person.
The gladiator themed.
Yeah, they look really
the
cool.
white one. Yeah, you
Yeah.
like the. Well, those are going to be up for auction on Saturday night. So number 55 up for grabs, and we did talk about that over the summer. Number 55. I talked about that. Looks like that went through. So it looks like you're going to be wearing number 55 this year. So looking forward to seeing you out on the ice on that.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, Peter, thank you so much for taking the time here to join me today. Best of luck through the rest of training camp and, of course, on opening night.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I think that will do it for us here on the first day of Media Day. We have another batch of guys coming in tomorrow. So make sure you're with us here on YouTube at 1 o'clock. it's been a fun day. It's been a long day. So I appreciate you all for taking the time to join me here on Media Day, especially since it's like the middle of the day. So I know a lot of you guys are probably at work and probably tuning in, multitasking there. So appreciate you guys tuning into the YouTube channel here today and getting to know some of our players. As a lot of them talked about throughout the course of today's stream, there's a lot of good guys in the locker room, a lot of awesome personalities. We got to speak about half of them today, but kind of all the same message. Everybody's fired up. Everybody's ready to get back out onto the ice and, most importantly, win. It seems like there's a winner's mentality in this locker room, and they've bonded really, really well. And so we'll see how it translates onto the ice for opening night on Saturday night. Utah Grizzlies are coming to town. I'm fired up. I am ready to go. It's been a long time coming for everybody in the locker room, myself, our staff. We can't wait. So make sure you've got your tickets. Go to atlantagladiators.com. Saturday night, again, the specialty jerseys on both games. Come back again on Sunday for Bluey Day. No, Bluey and Bingo are going to be on the concourse. I personally never seen Bluey, so I think I got to go up there and meet Bluey and Bingo. So make sure you see them. I'll be hanging around as well. Going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you join us at Gas South Arena on Saturday and Sunday night. As for us here today, that is going to conclude our first day of Media Day coverage. Hope everybody enjoyed getting to know a couple of the Gladiators players this year, and we'll get to see the other half tomorrow. It's been a lot of fun, and the fun never ends. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Guy Carenza saying good afternoon and so long. See you tomorrow.